So second unit is nothing but the smart object. So we'll deal with the different characteristics of a smart object. What actually the smart object is, what is the sensor, what is the actuator. Okay, so the content that we are going to discuss in this unit is the things in the IoT. What actually the things in the IoT. Then what is sensor, what is actuator, and what actually the smart object is. Okay, now based on the network available or the data that has been sensed, and we are transmitting the data to the other node inside of a network. So we'll discuss the different topology as well as the protocol that are going to be used in the sensor network. Okay, then we'll discuss how to connect the smart object to each other, then what actually the communication criteria is there, and what are the different technologies that are going to use that has been utilized by the IoT. Okay, so the IoT access technology, how you are going to build an IoT application, how you are how you are setting the communication by using the different protocol as well as the standard that has been defined by the IEEE. Okay, so that different things are going to be discussed in the unit number 1. So basically we'll start with the things in the IoT. Considering our previous example, like that we are having the car with the sensor that provides the immense amount of a data that is what the smart car or the driverless car. Okay, we have seen it provides in terms of a GB per second or per minute. Okay, so consider the car with this different sensor that provides an immense amount of a data that can be intelligently consumed by the variety of a system. Like a driverless car is there, so who is the owner of that company, who the computer that drives the car, that making the decision. Okay, वैसे आपके अलग अलग से ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की सर्विसेज रहेंगे. ओके, so intelligently consumed by the variety of a system and services on the car itself as well as shared externally with the other vehicles. जो इंफॉर्मेशन जनरेट हुई हो कार की, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली डिसीजन मेकिंग करना है, और वॉट एवर द इंफॉर्मेशन, द एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन दैट हैज़ बीन क्रिएटेड बाय द कार that can be shared with the other vehicles. Okay, so we can just say that from behind the steering wheel almost everything in the car can be checked or sensed, and based on that sensing, that car can be controlled remotely. As the car can be controlled remotely, so there we don't require the driver inside of a car, or even though if the car having the sensor, okay, can have the driver also, so that sensor will provide the information to the driver, and based on the information provided by the sensor, the driver can make the decision. If it is the driverless, the processor which is present inside of a car, okay, can make the decision itself. So that car can be filled with the different kind of a sensor, the car can have the temperature sensor. The temperature sensor, the multiple temperature sensor may be found, like a temperature sensor for the HVAC. Okay, a ventilation inside of a car itself. So the temperature sensor can sense the temperature inside of a car, and based on that it will automatically turn on or off the AC, or automatically changes the temperature of the AC itself. Even though the temperature sensor can be found or can be placed on the engine itself. Okay, so that can detect the temperature of the engine, and based on that, okay, so based on that it will just make the engine idle or stop the engine. If it is overheating, okay, or smoothly continues the engine working if it is in the thresholds of the heat provided. Okay, so then we can have the location sensor, so that can be a GPS for tracking the particular vehicle. Okay, the car can have the pressure sensor as well as the velocity. Pressure sensor can be used in order to open what we can say the air balloon available inside of a car. Okay, so जब accident होता है तो pressure मेजर करके ही वो आपके बलून ओपन हो जाते हैं. ओके, सो all these kind of sensors are mounted on the car, and they are meant to provide the wealth of rich and relevant data to the car itself or among many other things. Okay, so all this data and the decision making on the data, okay, is responsible for improving the safety. Then it can simplify the vehicle maintenance as well as enhance the driver experience if it is the ड्राइवर कार. ओके, सो विद द ड्राइवर कार इम्प्रूव द सेफ्टी. जैसे मैंने बताया कि प्रेशर मेज़र करके ऑटोमेटिकली आपके बलून ओपन करना है, या फिर इफ़ यू आर हैविंग द कैमरा सेंसर, अगेन you can just measure who is whatever the obstacle is there in front of you as well as at the back side of a car itself. Okay, they can just provide the alarm that at that particular distance we are having the obstacle, so the driver can brake the vehicle. Okay, then let's suppose we are having the oil measuring sensor. Okay, oil level measurement sensor. So simply that sensor will measure the level of the oil, and it will gives you the message that the oil is below the minimum level, or oil is in between the minimum or max. So if the oil is below the minimum level, so you must have to change the oil, or you must have to add the oil over there. As well as it can enhance the driver experience by providing the different kind of information that has been sensed by the sensor. So all these sensor and the actuator, the combination of the processors provides a car or the smart car, and that car can be considered as a thing or the smart object. बाद में फिर से हम स्मार्ट ऑब्जेक्ट की डेफिनेशन देखेंगे, क्या है, क्या रहता है उसको, व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द स्मार्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. बट ऑल दीज सेंसर्स, एक्चुएटर्स, ओके, combined together to provide the things inside of or to create the things inside of a IoT. Okay, so any IoT device can have the sensor, actuators as well as the smart object. Basically, the smart object is the collection of the sensor, actuator, processors as well as the communication devices. Okay, so any chip that can have the sensor mounted on it, the actuator mounted on it. Okay, actuator is the optional one again, and again they can have the communication devices available with them. Okay, they can have their own energy sources or external energy sources, as well as they can have their own processing units. Okay, so these kind of things can be considered as a smart object. Okay, before going for the smart object, we'll look for the sensor, their types, their categories. Okay, then we'll go for the actuators, and at last we'll discuss about the smart objects. Okay, so a sensor is nothing but the device that measures some physical quantity, okay, and convert that measurement reading into the digital representation, which is typically passed to the another device for the transformation into the useful data that can be consumed by the intelligent device or the humans. Okay, likewise, if I just consider an example of a car. Okay, if it is the driver car, so at that time human is responsible for making the decision. If it is the driverless car, at that time the CPU which is mounted on the car is responsible for making the decision. So a sensor is nothing but the device that measures some physical quantity. Okay, so a physical quantity means what? They can measure the pressure, they can measure the temperature, they can measure the velocity. Okay, so all so they are responsible for measuring the physical quantity, and again are responsible for conversion of that physical, whatever the reading, either it may be analog or it may be a digital. So they are converting that data into the digital representation. They are not only converting the data, but they are also responsible for transmitting of that data. Okay, so that is whatever the digital representation of a data has been there by the sensor. Okay, so that can be typically passed to the another device. इसका मतलब ये सेंसर के अंदर कम्युनिकेशन डिवाइस भी आपका रहना चाहिए. Okay, so that will transmit the data to the another device. Okay, and whatever the device they are consuming that data. So okay, so they are consuming that data for making the decision. Okay, based on the data that has been sent. For example, you can just relate this electric sensor or mechanical sensor to the human sensory system. Basically, human can have the 5 sensors available with them. The first one is nothing but the eye, second one is nothing but the nose, the third one is nothing but the tongue, fourth one is nothing but the ear, and the fifth one is nothing but your skin. All these are nothing but the sensory mechanism. So what they will do, so they will just find the information. Likewise, through the eye you can just pursue the colors, okay, or the different color. Based on that, that information goes to the brain, and brain will detect the different object. Okay, likewise you are now looking towards, few of the people are looking towards the computer screen, few are looking towards the laptop screen, few are looking towards the mobile. Okay, so we are able to see all these objects due to the what we can say, the reflection of a light. Okay, reflection of a लाइट का रिफ्लेक्शन जो फिनोमेनन है वो आई के ऊपर गिरेगा. बेस्ड ऑन दैट वी आर हैविंग द डिफरेंट कलर्स. वो सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन जो है वो ब्रेन को जाती है, एंड ब्रेन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू डिटेक्ट द डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट. लाइकवाइज द हियरिंग. ओके, अगर किसी ने कुछ कहा आपको, आप लिसन करते हो और उसके ऊपर आपकी मान ऑटोमेटिकली हिल जाती है एज अ हाँ हाँ हूँ और ना एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. सो अब वो जो यानी आपकी गर्दन जो हिलती है, so that is what the actuator that you are responding to the listening. Okay, so this you just compare these sensors to the human sensor. Only there are some limitation to the human sensor, while as likewise the precision, accuracy. Okay, so whatever the physical devices nowadays we are available to measure the physical properties. Okay, so these sensors are more accurate today. They are responsible to make a huge amount of a data. Okay, that data can be stored also. Okay, human brain में सारा का सारा डेटा स्टोर होता है, इसकी गारंटी नहीं दे सकते. बहुत सारा डेटा रह भी सकता है, नहीं भी रह सकता है. बट अभी फिजिकल मेमोरी अवेलेबल आपके पास में है, तो सारा का सारा डेटा आपके पास में अवेलेबल रह सकता है. ओके, सो देर आर सम advantages of the sensors are also there comparatively to the human brain. Now again consider an example of what actually the difference between the sensor and actuator related to the human body. Likewise, let's suppose the mosquito bites on your hand. So this kind of information will goes to the brain, and brain will react with the another hand and try to kill that mosquito. Okay, so another hand that try to kill that mosquito is nothing but the actuator. So based on the information that has been sensed by the sensor, the processor is making some kind of a decision, and to react with that decision, the actuator performs some actions. Okay, actuator will perform some action. Basically again पहले सेंसर देखेंगे, उसके बाद में एक्चुएटर देखेंगे, लेकिन कंपेयर करके देखो ये सारी की सारी चीज़ें आपके पास में अवेलेबल है. ह्यूमन बॉडी कैन हैव द सेंसर, okay, that can sense the information. That information will be goes to your brain. Brain will act as a central processing unit for you, and based on the whatever the information that has been sensed. Let's suppose if someone gives you the bitter gourd and asks you the test. Okay, so that can be sensed by your tongue. The information will goes to the mind, and mind will again just categorize what kind of a taste it is, whether it is sweet in nature, whether it is bitter in nature, whether it is salty in nature, whether it is any another kind of things. Okay, so that can be यानी उसका रिप्लाई जो आने वाला है वो आपके सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट से आएगा, वो आपके ब्रेन की तरफ से आने वाला है. सो सेंसर की डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज है जो फिजिकल सेंस यानी ये फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी मेजर करने के लिए जो आपके पास में आर्टिफिशियल सेंसर है उनकी डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज है. Likewise, the active sensors or the passive sensors are there. Okay, so basically it is based on the active sensors are nothing but that can have the external power supply, and the passive sensor that don't have the external power supply. अगर external power supply एक आधे सेंसर के पास में है तो वो सेंसर कंटिन्यूसली आपका नेटवर्क के अंदर एक्टिव रहता है. But that is not the case for the passive sensor. Passive sensors will receive some kind of energy. So when it will receive some kind of energy, it will just what we can say, the sense the information as well as transmit the information, and for remaining time it will be passive inside of a network. Then the next one is nothing but the invasive or the non-invasive, whether it is whether that particular sensor which is responsible to measure the physical property, whether it has been really there inside of an environment or it can be operated through anywhere. That is what the non-invasive. Okay, the next one is the contact or the no contact. So whether in order to again the measure the physical property, whether the particular sensor is in contact with that thing or not in contact. For example, जैसे consider करके चलो कि temperature sensor may be a example of a contact as well as the no contact. If I want to measure the room temperature, so only the temperature sensor is placed anywhere inside of a room. Okay, उसको particularly यानी कुछ contact की ज़रूरत नहीं. But if I want to measure the engine temperature, so at that time I must have to mount that sensor on the engine itself. So that can be categorized as a contact sensor. Okay. The next one is nothing but the absolute as well as the relative. So based on the physical property measurement again, यानी एब्सोल्यूट इसका मतलब क्या है, कुछ तो भी डिजिटल रीडिंग आपको आ रही है, और रिलेटिव का मतलब क्या है, रिलेटेड टू समथिंग यू आर जस्ट गेटिंग द डेटा, रिलेटेड टू समथिंग यू आर जस्ट गेटिंग द डेटा. Then based on the area of application we can have the different sensor. Likewise the sensor that can be used inside of a car are different, the sensor that can be used inside of a human body are different, that are nothing but the biomedical sensor. The sensor that can be used on the animals are again different. Okay, tracking करने के लिए. So based on the area of application we can have the different kind of a sensor. Now based on how the sensors measure, okay, whether they are using the physical property, whether they are using the chemical property, whether they are using the electrical property, based on that how they are measuring. Okay, so again we are having the different categories of sensor for that, and again what kind of a physical property they are measuring, we are having the different sensor. Like what temperature they are measuring, velocity they are measuring, based on that we are having the different sensor. So we are having the categories of sensor based on the physical property measurement. Some sensors are the active and some sensors are the passive. Active sensors are always present inside of a network, and they can have what we can say, they can have the external power source available 24/7. Okay, passive sensors that don't have the external power supply, but some kind of energies are going to be provided to either through the battery, okay, or through the solar panel or through any other devices itself. So at that time that sensor can be active inside of a network and can sense the information and transfer the information, and for remaining time it will be a passive. Okay. Likewise we can have the sensors like invasive or the non-invasive, okay, contact or non-contact, absolute or relative, area of application, and how they are sensing the information and what kind of information they are going to be sensed. Okay, likewise we are having the different sensor category. Anybody having any question? Yes, anyone? Okay, so based on that we can have the different types of a sensor available. Based on this category we can have the different types of a sensor available with us. Likewise, the sensor which are responsible for measuring the position. So the position sensor measures the position of an object. The position measurement can either be a absolute term or it can be a relative term. Absolute terms और रिलेटिव टर्म्स, एब्सोल्यूट टर्म्स में खाली आप XYZ लोकेशन दे रहे हो पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए, और रिलेटिव टर्म्स में क्या होता है, यू आर जस्ट मेजरिंग द XYZ लोकेशन ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड टू द अदर ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, so position sensors can be a linear, angular or can have the multi-axis. The example of a position sensors are nothing but the potentiometer, inclinometer as well as the proximity sensor. Proximity sensors can be found inside of mobile. Okay, ये proximity sensor मैंने आपको दिखाया भी था. It is like what like a IR sensor के जैसे रहता है, रेज आते हैं जाते हैं. Based on that you must have to detect the position. Then second type of sensors are nothing but the occupancy and the motion. Occupancy sensor detect the presence of again people as well as animals in the surveillance area. Okay, कैमरा के अंदर डिटेक्ट कर रहे हो. while the motion sensor detect the movement of a people and object. The difference between these two is that occupancy sensor generate a signal even when the person is the stationary, यानी पर्सन हिला भी नहीं फिर भी ऑक्यूपेंसी सेंसर आपका इन्फॉर्मेशन देता है कि वहाँ पे कुछ ना कुछ तो भी ऑब्जेक्ट प्रेजेंट है. वेर एज अ मोशन सेंसर डज नॉट प्रोवाइड, यानी एक आदमी स्टडी वहाँ पे है, सो मोशन सेंसर कैन नॉट डिटेक्ट द स्टडी ऑब्जेक्ट. Okay, so the example of the occupancy sensors and the motion sensors are nothing but the electric eye as well as the radar. Okay, again you can just use the proximity sensors also. Then in order to measure the velocity and acceleration, okay, you can just use the accelerometer as well as the gyroscope. In order to measure the force, so force sensor detect whether the physical force is applied and whether the magnitude of force is beyond the threshold. Okay, so for that we can have the force gauge, viscometer, tactile sensor, that is nothing but the touch sensor. Okay, यानी जो आपके मोबाइल के अंदर है, क्योंकि टच सेंसर के अंदर क्या रहता है आपका, सम प्रेशर विल बी अप्लाइड ऑन द स्क्रीन. ओके, so where that pressure will be applied, it will detect the coordinate. On that coordinate what is there. Okay, so for example, let's suppose I want to open the app, so I am just going to touch the screen. So as I am touching the screen, so the area on which I am touching just measure the extra amount of a pressure relative to the other areas, and then the CPU will check which application or which shortcut is present over there and it will open that application. Okay. So another type of sensors are nothing but the pressure measurement sensor. So the pressure sensors are related to the again the force sensor, measuring the force applied by the liquid or the gases. So the pressure is measured in terms of a force per unit area. So for that again we can just using the barometer, pressure detect करता है barometer आपका. Then a Bourdon gauge as well as the piezometer is also there, which is responsible for measuring the pressure. Then flow sensor detect the rate of fluid flow, या कुछ भी flow हो रहा है आपका, that can be detected. So for that purpose again we are just going to use the anemometer, mass flow sensor as well as the water meter. In order to just measure the acoustic, we can have the microphone, geophone as well as the hydrophone. Okay, so based on the application, जैसे हाइड्रोफोन है आपका, वाटर के अंदर अकोस्टिक कैसे होता है, देन जियो स्टेशनरी एरिया के अंदर अकोस्टिक कैसे होता है, सिंपली आप कम्युनिकेशन कर रहे हो. ओके, so if you are using the microphone, how the data will be converted. Okay, so that is there in the acoustic sensor. So acoustic sensor measure the sound level and convert that information into the digital or analog data signals. Okay, so जैसे कि मैंने बोला कुछ आपको अभी जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, so that whatever the things that I am talking is present in the analog form, the microphone will convert it into the digital form. The data will be transmitted to your end. Okay, again you at your end, or the digital data will be converted into the analog and will be given to your ear. Then humidity sensor detect the humidity in the air or the mass. Okay, so humidity levels can be measured in the various ways, like absolute humidity, again the relative humidity, mass ratio, and so on. So for that purpose we can just use the hygrometer. Okay, एनवायरमेंट के लिए हाइग्रोमीटर यूज़ होता है. ह्यूमिस्टर इज ऑल्सो देयर, रूम के अंदर ह्यूमिडिटी अगर मेजर करना है आपको. And I think so we have seen the soil moisture sensor, so which will detect the humidity inside of a soil. Then we can have the light sensor also. So light sensor detect the presence of the light. Either they can just sense the visible light as well as the invisible light. Likewise we can have the Bluetooth sensor. Okay, or you can just have the infrared, not a Bluetooth, okay, consider the infrared sensor. infrared तो आपको दिखाई नहीं देता, फिर भी ऑब्स्टैकल वगैरह अगर आता है तो वो डिटेक्ट हो जाएगा वहाँ पे. सो वी कैन हैव द इंफ्रारेड सेंसर, फोटो डिटेक्टर, फ्लेम डिटेक्टर. ओके, then radiation sensor detect the radiation in the environment. So radiation can be sensed by the scintillating or ionization detection. So we can have the different sensor like Geiger and Wheeler counter. So they are the name of a scientist. They have just derived that, or they have just built this sensor. Then scintillator, neutron detector. Okay, ये जो सारे सेंसर हैं, so they are responsible for the detection of the radiation of different gases. Okay. Then we can have the temperature sensor. Now again, in order to अभी जैसे मैंने बोला आपको कि टेम्परेचर सेंसर मेजर द अमाउंट ऑफ हीट और कोल्ड दैट इज प्रेजेंट इन द सिस्टम. दे कैन बी ब्रॉडली ऑफ टू टाइप्स, कॉन्टैक्ट एज वेल एज द नॉन कॉन्टैक्ट. कॉन्टैक्ट टेम्परेचर सेंसर्स नीड टू बी फिजिकली कॉन्टैक्ट विद द ऑब्जेक्ट बीइंग सेंस, जो ऑलरेडी मैंने बोला आपको. So example of the temperature sensors are nothing but the thermometer, calorimeter, temperature gauge. Okay. Chemical sensors measure the concentration of the chemical inside of a system. For that again we can have the breathalyzer, olfactometer, smoke detector. Okay, smoke detector basically measures the CO2 levels. ओके, और डिफरेंट, जैसे CO2 लेवल्स मेजर करने या फिर आपको सिगरेट स्मोकिंग डिटेक्ट करना है, यू कैन जस्ट हैव द डिफरेंट पैरामीटर ओवर देयर. एंड लास्टली आई थिंक सो you can have the biosensors. So these biosensors detect the various biological elements such as the organisms, tissues, cells, enzyme, antibodies, as well as the nucleic acids. So these biosensors are going to be installed on the human bodies as well as the plant itself. Okay, so some example of the sensors are nothing but the blood glucose measurement. Okay, glucometer is there, blood glucose biosensor which measures the glucose level of your blood. Then पल्स ऑक्सीमेट्री, ये बहुत ही यूज़ हो रहा है अभी. ओके, देन ECG इज देयर, इलेक्ट्रोकार्डियोग्राफ. ओके, ये जो है ये सारे ब्लड ग्लूकोज बायोसेंसर, पल्स ऑक्सीमेट्री, इलेक्ट्रोकार्डियोग्राफ, ये सारे ह्यूमन बॉडी के ऊपर यूज़ किए जाने वाले सेंसर्स है. दे आर सेंसिंग द डिफरेंट प्रॉपर्टीज. Now we can just have the look of the sensors which are present nowadays into the smartphone. So you can have the NFC, near field communication. Okay, through this NFC you can just make a payment if the payment method is already defined inside of your phone. Okay, account अगर link रहेगा, so you can just use the near field communication. Or even though you can have the example of a near field communication into the grocery shop. Okay, so let's suppose if you can have the grocery shop that can be maintained by the what we can say, the different people. Okay, so the owner is only sitting and getting try to collect the bill amount, etc., etc. So तो उसको बिल अमाउंट पता होना चाहिए, कौन से आइटम परचेज किए क्या नहीं, वो टाइप की इन्फॉर्मेशन जो है तो NFC कार्ड के अंदर यानी शॉप के अंदर जो काम करने वाले एम्प्लॉयज़ है वो कार्ड के अंदर वो इन्फॉर्मेशन देते हैं. दैट कार्ड कैन बी रीड बाय द ओनर, okay, by using the again a computer system. Okay, so this will provides you the list of item that has been purchased by a particular person, and again it will calculate the total sum. ये एग्जांपल अगर समझ में भी नहीं आता तो बहुत जनों के पास में स्मार्टफोन है, नियर फील्ड कम्युनिकेशन करके आप डेटा भी ट्रांसफ़र कर सकते हो. ओके, देन वी कैन हैव द प्रॉक्सिमिटी सेंसर in order to detect the position as well as the obstacle again. Then we can have the magnetometer, direction measurement के लिए है. accelerometer again acceleration measurement के लिए आपका. humidity sensor, basically humidity sensor mostly जो टेम्परेचर सेंसर के साथ में यूज़ किया जाता है आपका, सो दैट विल मेजर द ह्यूमिडिटी लेवल. ओके, जो इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको फ़ोन के ऊपर आती है, बट फ़ोन के ऊपर थ्रू इंटरनेट ही वो इन्फॉर्मेशन हम यूज़ करते हैं. देन वी कैन हैव द गायरोस्कोप, मॉइस्चर सेंसर, माइक्रोफोन, फिंगरप्रिंट सेंसर, डिजिटल बैरोमेट्रिक प्रेशर सेंसर. देखो ये प्रेशर सेंसर यूज़ हुआ है आपके मोबाइल के अंदर बिकॉज वी कैन हैव द टच स्क्रीन. ओके, देन द थर्मोमीटर इज़ द टेम्परेचर सेंसर यूज़ करने, टेम्परेचर मेजर करने के लिए. देन यू कैन हैव द लाइट सेंसर. देन लाइट सेंसर का देखो एग्जांपल है, आपको ऑटोमेटिकली ब्राइटनेस जो है आपके स्क्रीन का इंक्रीज या डिक्रीज करते हो, सो दैट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन द लाइट सेंसर इटसेल्फ. देन वी कैन हैव द GPS, the location based services. Then the pedometer is there. Pedometer is responsible for detecting the steps that has been walked by you. Okay, यानी जो रनिंग या वॉकिंग के लिए स्टेप मेजरमेंट के लिए जो सेंसर यूज़ होता है आपका, दैट इज नथिंग बट द pedometer. And at last you can have the camera as a sensor. So these are nothing but the different kind of sensors available in your smartphone. So nowadays we यानी अगर कंपेयर करोगे तो यानी 5 साल पहले इतने सारे सेंसर्स आपके मोबाइल फ़ोन में अवेलेबल नहीं थे. अभी उतने सारे सेल फोन भी अवेलेबल है, उतने सारे सेंसर भी अवेलेबल है. ओके, ये सारी चीज़ें अवेलेबल क्यों है? बिकॉज वट एवर द सेंसर दैट्स आर अवेलेबल इन साइड ऑफ ए सेल फोन दैट कैन हैव व्हाट वी कैन से वे यानी they are having the minimum size as well as the cost of implementation is also low. Okay, अगर ये एक आधे सेंसर की कॉस्ट हाई रहती है तो उतने सारे सेंसर हम बिल्ड नहीं करते. वैसे सेंसर के ऊपर कॉस्ट रहती है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन बहुत सारे सेंसर हैं जो आपको 10 रुपये, 20 रुपये, 30 रुपये में मिलेंगे और उनकी साइज़ भी बहुत कम रहती है. सो यू कैन जस्ट हैव द कलेक्शन ऑफ सेंसर. नाउ अभी देखो ये सारे सेंसर्स आपके पास में अवेलेबल है. एक्चुएटर अगर मैंने बोला कि टच स्क्रीन के ऊपर टच करने के बाद में प्रेशर मेजर किया जाता है उस पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन पे, और उस पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन पे क्या है वो डिटेक्ट किया जाता है और वो एप्लीकेशन ओपन होता है. जो एप्लीकेशन ओपन हो रहा है दैट इज़ द वर्क ऑफ एन एक्चुएटर. ओके, क्योंकि वट एवर द आइकॉन दैट हैज़ बीन प्रेस्ड बाय यू, दैट इंफॉर्मेशन विल गोज टू द CPU and the CPU will open that application. That opening of application will be done by using the actuator itself. Okay, so the combination of the sensor, actuators, the central processing unit and the communication devices available within that. Okay, communication devices क्यों लग रहे हैं? जैसे मैंने अगर टच किया, वो टच की इन्फॉर्मेशन जा रही नहीं ब्रेन की तरफ. अगर ये मॉस्किटो भेजा है या फिर मैंने गर्म तवे पे हाथ रखा है और वो इन्फॉर्मेशन मेरी जा रही नहीं ब्रेन की तरफ, तो क्या होगा? मेरा हाथ जल जाएगा. ओके, तो एक्चुएटर क्या करते हैं? जैसे ही मैं तवे पे हाथ रखता हूँ, मुझे कुछ गर्म लगता है तो मेरा हाथ पीछे आ जाता है ऑटोमेटिकली. So that will be done by using the actuator. And the combination of this sensor, actuators, the communication devices, ये जो stimulus है वगैरह वगैरह, and the processor is collectively called as a smart object. Okay, वो फिर से देखेंगे हम बाद में जब actuator खत्म हो जाएगा. Okay, so sensors, in general the sensors are nothing but the devices or the the devices which are responsible for measuring the physical property, which are responsible for measuring the physical property. इतना ध्यान में रखो. Okay. Then we can have the actuator. So these actuators are nothing but these are again the devices which will receive some types of a control signal. Either it may be a electric signal or the digital command which can be generated from the processor itself. So actuator will receive some kind of a control signal that triggers a physical effect. Okay, so usually that will result in some type of a motion itself or the force or anything. Okay, again फिर से कंपेयर करो ये सारी चीज़ें आपको आपके ब्रेन के साथ में. ब्रेन will act as an CPU. Okay, so it will send some kind of information. Likewise, if I just going to touch here what heated object, okay, so that information that I have touched the heated object will be sent to your brain via the stimulus available in your skin, as well as the fluid which is flow inside of your body. Okay, they will convey the message toward the brain, and brain will make some kind of a decision that you must have to put your hand back. Okay. Likewise, अबे कंसिडर करके चलो कि एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट डिटेक्ट, यानी आपका ऑटोमेटिक डोर ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग सिस्टम अगर आपने जनरेट किया कि ऑब्जेक्ट सामने आ गया तो डोर ओपन करना है, तो ऑब्जेक्ट डिटेक्ट करना काम है सेंसर का. सेंसर ऑब्जेक्ट डिटेक्ट करता है, वो वाली इंफॉर्मेशन आपके प्रोसेसर के या माइक्रो कंट्रोलर को जाएगी या प्रोसेसर को जाएगी. सो बेस्ड ऑन द इंफॉर्मेशन the microcontroller will send some command to the actuator. Okay, so वो actuator क्या करेंगे? The actuators are nothing but the mechanical devices, so they will perform some kind of action. So in your case, so either they are opening the gate and after few seconds they are closing the gate. तो ओपन करने के लिए या क्लोज करने के लिए जो आपकी मोटर रन होने वाली है, okay, so that motor will be considered as an actuator. That motor will be considered as an actuator. Okay, so now here we can have the diagram that will give you how the sensors and actuator interacts with the physical world. So from the real world or from the physical world, the sensor is responsible for sensing some kind of a data in terms of the measurement of a physical property. So whatever the data that has been measured by the sensor or sensed by the sensor will be given will be converted into the digital representation, okay, and given to the CPU. CPU will make some kind of a decision, okay, and it will give some command to the actuator, and actuators are responsible for acting and they are perform some useful work. Okay, in simple language, sensor provides the information. Okay, sensor provides the information toward the CPU, while as actuator provides the action. Okay, and the actuator will provide the action based on the command given by the CPU itself, and that action can be found or can be seen inside the physical environment, inside the physical environment. Okay, so again here जैसे ही मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था कि कंपैरिजन ऑफ द सेंसर्स एंड द एक्चुएटर फंक्शनलिटी विद द ह्यूमन सेंसरी सिस्टम. ह्यूमन के अंदर देखो आई कैन बी एक्ट एज एन सेंसर, ईयर कैन बी एक्ट एज एन सेंसर, नोज कैन एक्ट एज एन सेंसर, योर टंग कैन बी एक्ट एज एन सेंसर. यहाँ पे हाथ दिखा है, हाथ नहीं है, लेकिन इट विल बी कंसिडर एज एन स्किन. So whatever the data that has been sensed, whatever the physical property that has been sensed, okay, by all these sensors which are present on the body, okay, so that can be transmitted. So whatever the data that has been sensed by the skin, by the eye, by the ear, by nose or by the tongue, that can be transmitted toward the brain. Okay, and then the brain will process that things and it will make some kind of decision. Okay, so either it can be used your mouth, your hand, your legs, etc etc. Let's suppose consider करके चलो कि आप चल रहे हो, चलते चलते आपका पैर एक आधे कांटे के ऊपर गिर गया. सो वो so that kind of information will be goes to the brain and based on that, okay, based on that, या कांच के ऊपर गिर गया, कांच आपके पैर को लग गया, that information will goes to the brain. अब ऐसा तो नहीं है कि उसके बाद में आप फिर से कांच तो लग गया आपके पैर को फिर भी आप चल रहे हो, ऐसा नहीं होता है. So what the brain will do, so that brain try that brain will try that your foot will not touch to the ground. So आप आधे लंगड़ के चलते हो, ऊपर पैर चला के चलते हो, छलांग मार के चलते हो, ऐसा कुछ ना कुछ डिसीजन मेकिंग हो जाएगा. जैसे आपने कुछ खाया है, कड़वा खाया है, तो आपका ब्रेन क्या बोलता है, थूक दो उसको. ओके, सो थूकना क्या है, दैट विल बी कंसिडर एज एन एक्चुएशन. ओके, या फिर जो आइज़ है आपका सेंस कर रहा है, किसी ने हाई इंटेंसिटी लाइट आपके आइज़ के ऊपर डाल दी, सो ऑटोमेटिकली ब्रेन विल क्लोजेस योर आई. ओके, in the same way, okay, we can have the different sensors which sense the information, that whatever the information that has been sensed by the sensor will be passed to the CPU will process that data, ultimately it will make the decision, and the result of a decision can be seen by making the action by the actuator. For example, consider करके चलो कि आपके पास में स्मार्ट किटल है. स्मार्ट किटल का मतलब उसके अंदर हम टेम्परेचर दे सकते हैं कि कितना टेम्परेचर तक मेरा वाटर बॉईल यानी मेरा वाटर हीट होना चाहिए. लेट्स सपोज इट इज़ you are just make a threshold like it is 70 डिग्री सेल्सियस. ओके, सो सेंसर क्या करता है, 70 डिग्री विल बी सेंस्ड बाय द सेंसर, दैट इंफॉर्मेशन विल बी गिवन टू द CPU एंड CPU ऑटोमेटिकली पावर कट. ऑटोमेटिकली जो पावर कट हो रहा है दैट विल बी द एक्शन. ओके, दैट कैन बी मेड बाय द एक्चुएटर. तो कॉइल हीटिंग, ये अंदर की प्रोसेस कुछ भी रहने दो, इलेक्ट्रिक हीटिंग हो रहा है, कॉइल हीटिंग हो रहा है, वो आपका ऑटोमेटिकली बंद हो जाएगा. ओके, so this is how we can just have the comparison of a sensors and actuator functionality with the human being. Okay, so like whatever the categories that can be available for the sensors, in the same way we can have the different categories of the actuator. So actuator के types यानी actuator की categories है आपके based on the type of a motion, whether it is the linear motion, whether it is the angular motion. ओके, एंगुलर मोशन या वेदर इट इज़ द स्टेप वाइज मोशन. स्टेपर मोटर, देखो लीनियर मोशन के लिए कंटिन्यूस बेल्ट या कंटिन्यूस मोशन हो रहा है आपका, ऐसे कंसिडर करके चलो. सर्कुलर मोशन के लिए आपके पास में मोटर है. एंगुलर मोशन के लिए मैंने आपको एक मोटर बताई थी अलग से जो 90 डिग्री 45 डिग्रीज में रोटेट होती है. वी कैन हैव द स्टेपर मोटर ऑल्सो. ओके, स्टेप वाइज जो मूव होती है. ओके, देन we can have the categories of actuator based on their power consumption also. We can have the categories of the actuator whether they are providing the continuous output or the binary output. ओके, कंटिन्यूस बाइनरी आउटपुट का मतलब वो क्या है, चालू हो रहा है, बंद हो रहा है. कंटिन्यूस का मतलब कंटिन्यूसली वो वर्किंग में है आपका. ओके, again likewise we have the categories of a sensor based on the area of application. In the same way we can have the categories of actuators based on the area of a application and the type of energy they are going to be consumed. ओके, एक्चुएटर कौन सी एनर्जी कंज्यूम हो रही है, पावर और एनर्जी सेम. अभी टाइप ऑफ एनर्जी जैसे मैकेनिकल है, इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी है. ओके, कौन सी टाइप का, जैसे मेरे पास में है यहाँ पे एक्चुएटर क्लासिफिकेशन बाय द एनर्जी टाइप. सो एनर्जी टाइप, लेट्स सपोज द मैकेनिकल एक्चुएटर. मैकेनिकल एक्चुएटर कौन से रहेंगे आपके, लीवर, स्क्रू जैक, हैंड क्रैंक मैकेनिज्म. ओके, लीवर के अंदर क्या है, उठाने के लिए यूज़ हो रहा है आपका. लेट्स सपोज यानी कुछ मैकेनिकल एक्शन आप परफॉर्म कर रहे हो और वो ऑब्जेक्ट आपको उठा के बाजू में रखना है, सो यू कैन जस्ट हैव द यूज ऑफ ए लीवर. Okay, then electrical actuators are nothing but the thyristor, bipolar, transistor, diode. Thyristor actually it is responsible, it is like a diode, is responsible for one way circulation of the current. Okay, thyristor. Then bipolar, transistor, diodes are nothing but the example of a electrical actuator. अभी electrical actuator का मतलब क्या है, यहाँ पे वो सर्किट आप ऑन कर रहे हो या ऑफ कर रहे हो, सर्किट ऑन ऑफ करना. ओके, देन इलेक्ट्रोमैकेनिकल एक्चुएटर्स आर नथिंग बट द एसी मोटर, डीसी मोटर एज वेल एज द स्टेपर मोटर और स्टेप मोटर. देन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक एक्चुएटर्स आर नथिंग बट द इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट और लीनियर सोलोनाइड. अभी ये देखो, लीनियर सोलोनाइड्स आपको कहाँ पे अवेलेबल रहेगा, या फिर सोलोनाइड्स मोटर्स रहती है, जैसे कि ये आपके लिक्विड डिस्पेंसर है. ओके, जस्ट वेट फॉर अ मिनिट. काय म्हणतो सांगा, एसी. अच्छा. Okay, so what yes, electromagnetic actuators. Okay, so solenoid, यानी जो वाटर डिस्पेंसर है आपके, वो आप ये सारे रेलवे स्टेशन पे देखते हो ना वाटर डिस्पेंसर. 5 का कॉइन डालोगे तो 5 मिनट के लिए वो मशीन, ये 5 सेकंड के लिए वो मशीन ऑन हो जाएगी या बॉटल भर जाती है आपके. 2 का कॉइन डालोगे तो पर्टिकुलर सेकंड के लिए वो ऑन रहता है. 1 का कॉइन डालोगे तो अगेन 1 सेकंड के लिए. जैसे कंसिडर करके चलो कि 1 का कॉइन डाला 2 सेकंड के लिए ऑन हो गया, 2 का कॉइन डाला 4 सेकंड के लिए ऑन हो गया वो मोटर, और 5 का कॉइन डाला तो 5 सेकंड के लिए वो वॉल ओपन होता है और आप उतने टाइम में पानी भर सकते हो. सो दैट आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक एक्चुएटर. अभी इसके अंदर सेंसर कैसे रहते हैं कि कॉइन डाला, वो कॉइन सेंस, यानी कॉइन कौन सा डाला, वेदर इट इज़ द 1 रुपीज़ कॉइन, 2 रुपीज़ कॉइन और द 5 रुपीज़ कॉइन. Okay, so that can be sensed by the sensor based on the weight of a coin, based on the physical appearance of the coin. उससे कुछ लेना देना नहीं है आपको अभी एक्चुएटर के बारे में, लेकिन एक बार वो डेटा आपने सेंस किया तो एक्चुएटर का काम क्या है, सो इट विल ओपन दैट सोलोनाइड वॉल फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट ऑफ ए टाइम, फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट ऑफ ए टाइम. Then we can have the hydraulics as well as the pneumatics actuators. Hydraulic cylinder, pneumatic cylinder, piston, pressure control valve, as well as the air motors are example of this hydraulics or the pneumatic actuators. अब hydraulic actuators के अंदर या फिर यानी क्या, यानी ऑटोमेटिकली अगर कंसिडर करके चलो, अगर आपने ICU के अंदर कुछ डिवाइसेस, किसी का सोडियम लेवल अगर कम हुआ है, ऐसे पेशेंट को आपने विजिट किया है, तो वो सोडियम का इंजेक्शन हम डायरेक्टली प्रेस नहीं कर सकते. तो सोडियम का इंजेक्शन थोड़े 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 लेवल से प्रेस होता है. तो वो प्रेस करने के लिए एक एक्चुएटर, मैकेनिक यानी हाइड्रोलिक पंप यूज़ होता है वहाँ पे. ओके, सो वो क्या है, वहाँ पे टाइम लिमिट है. टाइम लिमिट इसका मतलब क्या है, आधे घंटे के बाद में वो 2 मिलीमीटर या 3 मिलीमीटर से प्रेस किया जाएगा, या फिर 15 मिनट के बाद में 2 मिलीमीटर या 3 मिलीमीटर से प्रेस किया जाएगा. ओके, सो फॉर दैट यू कैन हैव द हाइड्रोलिक एज वेल एज द न्यूमेटिक वॉल्स ओवर देयर. देन द स्मार्ट मटेरियल एक्चुएटर्स आर नथिंग बट शेप मेमोरी अलाय. शेप मेमोरी अलाय क्या रहता है कि यानी उसको आप नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर पे रखते हो तो वो श्रिंक फॉर्मेट में मिलेगा आपको, हीट करते हो तो वो लार्ज हो जाएगा, ऐसा ऐसे रहता है. दैट इज़ व्हाट द शेप मेमोरी अलाय. इसको स्मार्ट मेमोरी अलाय भी बोला है, स्मार्ट अलाय भी बोला जाता है, स्मार्ट मटेरियल भी बोला जाता है. आयन एक्सचेंज फ्लूइड, देन मैग्नेटो रेस्ट्रिक्टिव मटेरियल, बायोमेटेलिक स्ट्रिप, piezoelectric biomark, all are nothing but the examples of the smart material actuators, and basically they are mostly used in the thermal factories. Okay, so include the thermal as well as the magnetic actuators. Then you can have the macro as well as the nano actuators, like was the electrostatic motors, micro valve, as well as the कॉम ड्राइव, ये छोटे साइज़ में आपके मोटर जो है अवेलेबल या वॉल जो अवेलेबल है आपके पास में छोटे साइज़ में, सो दे आर द माइक्रो एज वेल एज द नैनो एक्चुएटर। सेंसर्स का काम इंफॉर्मेशन रिसीव करना है और उसको ट्रांसमिट करना है प्रोसेसर को। प्रोसेसर की तरफ से जो कुछ आउटपुट आएगा उसके अकॉर्डिंग टू एक्शन परफॉर्म करना काम है एक्चुएटर का। ओके, so that will be work of an actuator. Okay, then next we can have the smart object that we will discuss into the next lecture. So we'll stop here and we'll discuss the smart object into the next lecture. Anybody having any question?